Sitting here at the tailgate, I'm with
Sergio,
the Presidente of the Surge. We are at the tailgate, live and popping. Every home game during the weekend, make sure y'all come out here. But I got some important questions for Sergio here that I want to ask you. And the first one is, Ibrahim Aliyu, is here. How do you feel about that signing?
It's an interesting one. So when we first had him, we used him as a winger. And I don't think that really worked out for him, which is why we sold him. Bringing him back, and he's going to be more of a wing back, which I think suits him a little bit more than when he was a winger. Because I know he did a little bit of wing back at Columbus. So that's depth that we need. Whether he's going to be a starter or not, I don't know. But regardless, he's depth. And, I'm going to be positive about it. I hope he does well. I'm wishing the best for him. And, let's go Dynamo.
The biggest question people are asking right now is we sold Dorsey and then we brought in Aliyu. What was the point of that? And maybe help people understand that are having trouble missing their fan favorite, Griffin Dorsey, who's always pumping the crowd up.
Yeah, Griffin, he was personally one of my favorite players, so it was tough to sell him. I guess the understanding from the club side is that he was on an expiring contract. Orlando was willing to pay $1 million plus incentives for Griffin Dorsey, and it sucks when you lose a fan favorite, but at the end of the day, business is business. If Pat Onstad felt like the GAM was more valuable in the moment than what Griffin Dorsey could provide, and I don't know if Dwayne Holmes is the answer, I don't know if Aliyu is the answer, or if we're going to sign somebody else with that GAM that we just got from Griffin Dorsey. Time will tell, so it's up to the Dynamo to figure it out. But yeah, I'm with everybody. I wish we didn't sell Griffin Dorsey. He was a fan favorite. He got the crowd pumped. But I'm gonna trust the club. I'm gonna trust their decisions. They made it for a reason, so we'll see. Time will tell.
Well, Ben was the one that got outvoted for Griffin Dorsey leaving, but Aliyu is basically the same thing that Griffin Dorsey is. We just know Aliyu had some troubles finishing, but we're for it, like you said. I'm for it as well. Aliyu, now you kind of answered the next question, is who's going to be the starting right back when healthy? Aliyu, Holmes, is it Andrade? But like you said, we'll have to wait and see, and we'll see what Ben does with it. All right, one last question. You have a taco stand here today, a representative. You want to tell us who that is and give him a shout out?
Sure. That's Calle Siete Tacos. If you want to pan over to them, Calle Siete over there. Check them out. They're great, delicious tacos. Hopefully we can have them back for another tailgate.
All right, what's up, guys? I am with
Adam.
Adam, thank you for joining me. All right, Adam, big important question. We just signed Ibrahim Aliyu this week, and now he's being brought back to the team after a stint in Columbus. We got rid of Griffin Dorsey, which opened the position up. How do you feel about Aliyu being brought back to the team and being the replacement for Griffin Dorsey?
I'm relatively underwhelmed by the whole thing. Griffin was one of my favorites. I think he was a lot of people's favorites, and Aliyu didn't do so well in his last stint here. He wasn't really lighting the league on fire in Columbus either, so I got low expectations. Maybe he can surprise me this time around.
I think that's good, though, for the fans to have low expectations, so when he does do well, it's going to be a lot of hype coming behind it. Now, we think we're bringing him in to to play as a wingback where maybe Dorsey or maybe the other side. Are you okay? Who would you like to see? Is it Holmes? Would you like to see Aliyu play over there? Or maybe if Andrade is ready, can he be the one over there?
I think it should be Andrade if he's going to be healthy, but if his injury situation is still not improved, then I think it should be Holmes, honestly.
He's no longer on the injury report, so we should see Andrade today, whether it be a starter or off the bench. He's ready to go. Prediction for today, what do you expect in Houston versus Portland?
3-1, Dynamo win.
Who scores?
Ooh, tough one.
That is a tough one. Or at least who gets one of them?
Guilherme gets a brace, and then Ennali gets one.
I love it. Ennali needs to get one, and Guilherme is already a fan favorite, man. Thank you, sir. H is up. All right, y'all. I'm scared to talk to this one. This one's Jared, obviously, man. I don't even know where to start. I'm just gonna say, what do you have to say?
All I have to say is I hope we win tonight. I want to win tonight. This is my last game I doubt they're listening to me, but Dynamo, y'all players, just like give me a win tonight. And you know the referees, I know you guys suck, but that because you're a referee. Referees always suck. But just give us a win. I was really pissed off we signed Aliyu, as I like to call him, worst player on the team. We got rid of Assy, that means bossy. Assy, if you're watching this, fuck you. Aliyu, I mean, you're terrible also. But you know what, Ben Olsen, just give us a win, buddy. That's all we want. We're critical of you, but we're critical because we care about the team. And all I care about is winning. That's all I care about. Winning. Win, just win, baby. Just win, baby.
All right, if we have a bad day, we know we will hear from him on the socials somewhere. All right, Dynamo staff is afraid.
I mean, bossy, you blocked me once. I'm looking forward to you blocking me again. That's all I got to say.
Sign with a team so he can chase you down over there. All right, come on in there. All right, tell the people who you are.
G-Money. Go vegan.
Go vegan. All right, G-Money. What's up? We got the nice Surge jersey on. All right, big question. We just heard Jared. We probably got a nickname, but we're going to leave that off the air right now. All right. Ibrahim Aliyu, he is him, has been re-signed by the Houston Dynamo, man. What are your feelings about that?
I don't get it. Like, why do we bring him if I know he played with us as a winger, but I guess now we're going to try to see as a fullback? I mean,
in the Griffin Dorsey role, most likely, which means he'll still be playing that attacking wingback position. So imagine Griffin Dorsey now being Ibrahim Aliyu with some money that we made on the side.
hopefully he'll have the same impact as Dorsey. I mean, Dorsey started as a winger, and then he became a fullback, so...
Right, I see the same thing. It's mirror.
Yeah,
we just know Aliyu struggles when he gets in that final third in the penalty box. So, all right, so you've got Aliyu, you got Dwayne Holmes, and you might even have Andrade as an option on that side. Who do you start? We're live. Andrade is my pick too. I would love to start Andrade, but do you start Andrade over Negri on the left side? Because remember, we're missing Antonio Carlos today, so I think Halter moves in.
I think so too.
So Andrade on the left. Now you Dwayne Holmes or Aliyu, who is questionable and probably not going to be ready to start.
Aliyu?
Yeah.
I mean, might as well start him if you can.
All right. Aliyu has no minutes this season so far for Columbus. Traded to us. We don't know if he's going to get any minutes tonight, but we'll see. He might be available. You'll have to find out later, and we'll see the game. But
yeah.
G-Money, prediction, and then we'll get out of here.
Dynamo win 3-2. Goals by whoever's starting, honestly. Whoever's forward.
That's twice. Twice we got people walking in front of the camera, but that's okay. Alcohol thrives. So we almost had another one right there. All right, bro. 3-2. Whoever scores, let's get a dub. Fireworks.
I don't care how the goals happen. Just we need 3 points.
All right,
3 points.
Fireworks it is. H is up, y'all. All right, still at the tailgate. Who am I here with?
El Gran Dynamo.
Oh, El Grande Dynamo. What's up, bro? What's up? All right, man. Biggest question I'm asking today. Well, you know what? Let's skip that part. What do you got going on today in the stands?
Today, I'm going to be cheering, having fun. You know what? Today, I feel like it's going to be a dub today. We're going to beat Portland, and all I got to say is I'm all ready to cheer and celebrate after.
All right. We re-signed or brought back Ibrahim Aliyu. What are your thoughts on that move?
Ooh, okay. So we know that he just came back for Columbus Crew. Not trying to like say anything, but before he left Dynamo, he wasn't doing that great. So honestly, I think he's gonna do a little bit better now that he came back for Columbus Crew. So I have high hopes for him.
All right, and you did say a prediction, but who's gonna score? What's the final score? Who's gonna score today?
2-1, winning Dynamo.
Who scores?
Today, Guilherme and Bogusz.
Oh, Bogusz finally breaks it open.
Yes,
Thank you, sir. Hey, you got a special dance you want to show the people? There you go, y'all. Check him out. He'll be in the stands, up on the rails. H is up. All right, y'all, still at the tailgate. Who am I here with?
Catalyst, what's up, y'all?
Catalyst. I always enjoy hanging out with Catalyst. That's what's up, and your family, man. Got your family standing around here somewhere? Trying to sneak away, trying to H is up. All right, bro. Biggest question I'm asking everybody, because it's kind of a biggest surprise to everybody, too. He is him. Ibrahim Aliyu has returned to the Houston Dynamo. How you feeling about it? You smile, so it must be good.
I mean, hey man, I guess we could use the depth. I get that whole thing. I mean, but we've seen him before. I hope being more in a deeper role, we don't see as many offsides as before. We don't see another like recurring spot. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But he's questionable for this game, so we won't see him, I don't believe.
Maybe off the bench.
Maybe some late minutes. Hopefully we see something good from him. But yeah, I just see he's just a depth position. I mean, I don't see him as like a superstar.
All right, so we got Aliyu, Dwayne Holmes, Linger has played it as well. Andrade should be returning, but we don't know if he's going to be left or right because we haven't seen him this season. So you're Ben Olsen. Obviously, Antonio Carlos is out today, so Andrade might be on the left side if he's playing. You have the option. Who are you putting as your right wing back if all three are healthy today?
All three are healthy. I'm putting Andrade, right? He can play on the right?
Andrade can play on the right. He is right-footed, and that's where he belongs.
I put him there.
Everybody wants Andrade there. Now, and then you're okay with Negri being on the left then?
With who?
Negri. Because you have Alter and Eric with Antonio missing.
He's a veteran. I mean, he's been there, done that type deal. Now, I mean, the little bit we've seen from him, especially we saw him last game with the red cards that were involved. Right. So we saw him get a few minutes, but then again, that's still not like for like when it's 11 for v11. I feel like he can handle that a bit and let whoever that wingback is moving forward, because he would be one of the three and the wingback would still be able to push forward. So, all right, I'm okay with him being with Franco being on the left a little bit.
Okay, I like it. Last question before I let Catalyst go and enjoy the tailgate. Prediction, final score.
Final score, I'm going with the 3-1 Dynamo.
Ooh, another 3-1. We're scoring 3 goals today, y'all. I'm not even going to ask you who scores. It's just going to score 3-0. His shirt's off, though. All right.
100%.
All right, Catalyst.
Looking forward to it.
Good to see you, bro. H is up.
H is up. Let's go.
All right. Found another one that wants to talk about, but he's never tried the camera. Who's up on Stephanie? Good sir. All right, Stephanie. One of our fans' favorite right here. Get to talk to the camera. Take off the camera, right? Say that camera shy. There we go. Be careful. Nervous there. We got. All right. Let's talk to that one now. Welcome here. Welcome right here. All right. I believe it's with the merge with the team. Surprise a lot of people. How are you feeling about his return to the Houston Dynamo?
I'm sure it happened while I was at work. And I got this text message saying, Aliyu is back. And I was like, you're lying. There is no way they brought Aliyu back. Because you know what? Aliyu always brought some fun, some laugh to us because he all his offsides, right? We have that. He was just trying to get a little closer to the goal, which is fine. Try to score. There's something we were lacking last year, but this year, this year, this is the year. Winning. Why?
We have the bold prediction right there.
You know why? Because Aliyu, he's going to come in, he's going to distract everyone. He's going to distract everyone because people might think if he's not outside, he is red. The likelihood of him actually being able to get the ball and then get another goal, look at it, and then shoot into it, it's pretty low. But they might not know that. They think that he might scare some people and he might actually get it. But most of the time, so let me go back.
Real quick, he's a danger for himself. He might be an advantage for us.
You know what? Never let them know your next move. That's the motive. That's what Aliyu says. He says never let them know your next move. Because I'm standing in front of the goal, right? I'm Aliyu. I'm about to shoot. What do? I kick it over the goal. But there could be a time when I push it into the goal, but they're gonna give me some space. Yeah, they're gonna give me some space because I look at this shit. It's gonna make an Aliyu ass pick.
All right. Another belief. I think we got a lot of tape on the meeting. This is a nice long one. But, all right. Dynamo dub. What's the score?
I don't know the Brazilian names. Brazilian. Because I'm letting my husband go to Brazil this summer. And I'm not telling him that idea.
Thank you. Real quick, I asked her. I don't mind it. I think he's going to be in a completely different role. I think it's going to be a different Aliyu. I don't think the expectations are going to be the same for him. I think he's going to be able to fit into a role. I think it's going to be okay. So, today, I'm going 4-1. I'm going home. 4-1. Say 4-1. So I want one thing. I want one thing on the 14. I want him to get some confidence. He's going to say 2 for one thing. I'm going to say 1 for McGlynn and 1 for Gary. I like it. I say he's back in the line. Or back. Correct. All right. I love it. 4-1. 4-1. Everybody said 1 though, so we're giving up all the fun no matter what tonight. We are. All right. Garbage time. Doesn't matter. Garbage time. 4-0. Starts it off and then we get to the garbage time. All right.
What's up, H-Town and all around? Live, Shell Energy Stadium, Houston Dynamo versus Portland Timbers. As we speak right now, sorry for a little bit of a late intro, right, Armand? Good to see you, brother. How you doing?
Likewise, good to see you
yes,
too.
Yes, sir. Welcome to the Shell Energy Stadium.
How many miles on the OSG tracker?
It was 11:05 before we started today, and we're 174 more, and we'll get 174 more on the way back
so
home.
Like 1,300 after today.
Yeah, it's 348 when I'm done with this trip, so almost 1,500. Almost 1,500 on the OSG mileage tracker. But Herman, people don't worry about that right now. They're worried about the game right here as we got this going on. Starting lineup, we had 2 red cards last week, so everybody was wondering who's going to start in those positions.
Right.
Let's just start with the easy one. Bozat's out. Diadi Samaseco is in, starting for him. I'm good with that. A lot of people were pushing Achi. How do you feel about it, though?
I feel good about it. Let's see what he has. I don't think Achi has enough stamina to run 90 minutes.
What a save by Bond.
Perfect timing.
Perfect timing. All right, so yeah, Samaseco is going to be that's a good perfect one. Andrade is back from injury.
Perfect.
We didn't know if he was going to be in the lineup. He is starting today in the left back.
Right.
We got a lot of excitement going on in the background. We got to start left back, and then Dwayne Holmes starting in the right back. You okay with that? Well, you know what? Before we say you're okay with that, Ibrahim Aliyu has returned to the team. How do you feel about that one? I know, it's tough.
It's tough because defensively, he'll get the job done.
Right.
I'm not expecting... Exactly. He's bringing him to be a right... Well, I don't know what side of the pitch, but he's going to play defense.
Right.
Offense, I expect nothing from this man. Anything is icing on the cake.
We expect offsides.
Yes. But... he should be better than Holmes offensively, I'll tell you that.
I don't know about offensively, but defensively. But Holmes they're two different people. So we'll see what it is. He is on the bench tonight. Aliyu is on the bench tonight. Right. Holmes is getting the start at the right back. Halter and Erik are playing center backs with Antonio Carlos missing out. So we're favorable today. We're favorable. So give me your opinions on this game before we let the people watch this game and we run out of live time.
I feel like the Dynamo has 2 weeks to work. Get to know each other.
Get prepared. Yeah.
Get prepared. You had an extra week of rest compared to Portland and to study them.
That's right.
It's a good weather. The weather's not the excuse. It's a good turnout. There's good energy in the building tonight. They have to get a result, especially after the sour taste that LAFC left in our mouths.
Well, you're at home. Good crowd for the 3rd game in a row. Trying to get Hell in the Shell back. It's been nice. New atmosphere this year. Hopefully we can keep it up. But like you said, execution and performances have to do it. So, final words.
Final words. Let's go find some goals. I want to see Jack McGlynn be more involved in the offense, and Bogusz. We need to see the money man shine.
Get that goal today. I predict 2-0. Bogusz might get a goal. What are you going for?
Let's do 2-1.
2-1. Everybody's saying Portland's going to go up a goal. That's all right. You know, whatever. Portland can score as long as we win the game.
Let's
go have some fun. Right. Let's go have some fun. Herman, good to see you. We're going to go back to the press box and work. We'll see y'all back at halftime. Enjoy the highlights. Hopefully we get some goals to talk about.
Go Dynamo!
H is up!
As a double pivot in that central part of midfield, each with similar attacking and defending responsibilities, but potentially David Da Costa coming in will need to get higher through the midfield and try not to be tracked to join Gage Guerra in the penalty area.
Houston in the blue. Away we go from H-Town with the Dynamo and the Timbers kicking us off on match day 4 here. Costa Rican whips it in. Strong punch away from Bond. Sermon! What a save from Jonathan Bond!
Quickly to do so. This is really nice. Watch him come across to the near post. Then he's able to set, and you can see right there he's looking just at Finn Sermon, Samaseku. I think there's a lot of things at play here. He's looking at him, he wraps his arm, and it's where the ball goes.
So Vasquez says penalty. Houston throwing a huge blow. And the designated player up against the experienced Englishman. Velde Vibond. Velde denied by Jonathan Bond, but the rebound is there. It's Guerra.
All right, Foxes, sad face. We are here at halftime down 1-0 with a late goal here for Portland. VAR used in their favor, VAR not used for us. Jonathan James Bond with an excellent save on the PK, but we give one down 1-0. Give us your thoughts on this first half right here.
What did you see in that PK call? To me, it's like nitpicky.
It was nitpicky because the first one, in our favor, there was a handling in the box, and the ref come back and says, I don't know what he said, he was given emotions, but didn't even go to VAR. VAR said there was nothing to it.
Right.
Something else happens in our box where Halter is accused of, I think it had to hit his hand too, and they use VAR, they take mine, and then I hate, is that John Freeman's friend is the question I asked. So no, I'm disappointed. We'll have to go back and look at it and break it down later.
I'm going to submit a question to the referee so we can get an official answer.
Okay, good.
So look for that.
Hopefully we can get that before the end of the night, but doubt it.
Yeah, but we'll ask the question and see their point of view, right?
All right. So you were telling me earlier before we hit record how the Dynamo are going to be able to score. We've been struggling. We've had some chances on the left flank. But go ahead and tell me, how are we going to do that? How have we been doing it, and how are we going to improve?
Until the Dynamo show me in the field of play that they can be dangerous and create opportunities, I feel the team's best chance to score is off a set piece when Jack is crossing it.
Right,
because he puts the ball with so much pace and so much intent in a dangerous spot of the box, and that's what you want. You want to pressure that Portland defense. The other is, like you said, the bar didn't go our way in the first half. It might go in the second half. Guilherme, quick feed, hoping for a clip in the box. I mean, I hate to say that, but a penalty and a set piece is how I see us scoring in the second half.
We had another one where they tripped, I think it was, I don't even know who it was, Dwayne Holmes in the box a while ago, and no call, or Bogusz, and nothing, the ref didn't, he just waved it off, so there's some difficulties going on here.
And we talked about it, not a lot of quality chances for both teams. The Dynamo, their quality chances are going to come from the flank, right?
Yeah.
Out wide, that's where they create the most opportunities. It's either going to be a cutback pass, a cutback cross, or it's going to be a cut-in shot from Guilherme. That's what you're going to get from the Dynamo. But I wish Bogusz was more involved.
He's made some good runs.
Yeah, but I want Guilherme and Ennali to make that run. And, Ennali makes 22 miles per hour. I don't give a fuck if it's on defense. I don't care if that's on defense. I want to make that through ball to him on offense.
Well, you know what? Let's get DFTV and David in here and ask him what he thinks about it real quick. Get in there.
Not much. The game is not over. But Ponce needs to finish that. He needs to finish that.
Bogusz had a good opportunity too. What do you think about John Freeman's friend out here?
Game's not over.
All right. Good, optimistic. Good
Go
stuff.
buy a lottery ticket. That man is never positive.
Yeah, that is true. All right, y'all. Halftime is about to be over. Ben needs to make some adjustments. I think just Ben needs to allow them to freely play and make it their own game.
I agree with you. Fuck the positions. Screw your position. Let your best 5 attackers figure it out themselves, you know?
505.
Right.
Okay.
Yes. I mean, you need to create something, man. And we know that Ben won't make adjustments.
He will have to make some kind of adjustments to get that attack on because we need to score. We're down 1-0, as we mentioned. So, as you hear them out there, they're getting ready to come back onto the field.
We can blame Barr, but there was not a red card, and you got halftime to go adjust and make some improvements. At home, you got 45 minutes to make some bake.
Right, even with VAR not on our side, we still have not produced enough to put anything in the net.
Right.
And we're still with a big fat 0. So,
right.
Got to do that, got to come out. Hopefully the boys are pumped and fighting in the locker room and bringing that energy out.
The way they were screaming at that ref at halftime is the fight I need to see in the first 15 minutes of this half.
You're going to see a different attitude from our team, and you're going to see a different attitude from Portland because we're going to cause it. This game might get chaotic here in the next 45 minutes. So
I can see that. Yeah, some
We'll
yellows, hopefully not some reds.
Yeah. We don't know what we're coming back with, but we're going to see y'all soon after this half. The press conference is going to be very interesting. You'll have to see what questions he's got for Ben tonight.
Oh, God.
All right, y'all. Halftime's over. Let's get back on the field. Let's get some goals. H is up.
Whips it across. Sermon gets a boot to it. Mateusz Bogusz, the former LAFC man, lifts it in. Strong header down. The breakthrough they want.
A distraction. You'll look in the middle. There's 2 runners in front.
But another look at this hit. A marvelous hit from Jack McGlynn.
This left foot. It's incredibly sweet, but the prep touch there.
Stepping forward and whipped in. Full stretch. Full-blooded.
Because they're absorbed further back, he's able to get that next.
The throw down from G-Man 40. The Timbers look for a way back. Hoisted in, flicked forward. It's set up on the volley. Velda! Venomous!
He's able to generate power because it's quick and it hits around. The first touch gets
from about 30 away. A telling moment. McGlynn! Pantemis saw to it. They do surrender the corner.
He does everything right, gets it outside the post, and it comes.
A hard-running Marcanic. Out comes Pantemis, who wins the foot race. Bravely coming off his line. Courageous goalkeeping. That's what Phil Neville wanted tonight, to play with bravery, to play like men. Did Marcanic just leave a little extra in there as well when he came into full contact with the Portland keeper? Oh, it's going to be a red card. Trying to see this one out. But another look, and this is why we saw the red card.
So Pantemis comes out in this area. Watch Marcanic's left leg. It looked like it came right down on top of Ian Smith. No opportunity on frame.
And whipped across on the outswinger, right in front of the penalty box, cleared away off the line. Houston living dangerously and dodging a huge bullet. Oh my. Player down for the Timbers, another look.
So much going on inside the penalty area. Bond makes the initial save, but then Resch does a good job when Bond is on the...
McGlynn. Time of the essence, hit and hope. It's an adroit ball. Bogusz, he's in. He can win it. Bogusz! Oh, wow! Bogusz has won it! Incredible!
And his first touch actually lets him down. Watch the first touch here. He doesn't take it towards goal. It bounces strangely. He still takes on. He cuts against the grain. The reason that works is because the defending player is recovering so aggressively. He misses the header right here. Overrunning it was Finn Sermon. He sets up the back leg, bends it outside the post. Nothing Pantemis can do. What a winner from Mateusz Bogusz.
That's going to do it. A fairy tale night in H-Town. The Dynamo win it 15 minutes into stoppage time. And a golazo from Mateusz Bogusz. What a game.
Hi, guys. We're here. We're back. We're happy.
Yes.
The resilience and the fight from the team. What did we leave at? It was 1-0 at halftime?
It was 1-0 at halftime.
And we come to you right now.
Yes, sir.
With a 3-2 dub. Who H is up? All right, Herman, bro. stressful second half, very stressful second half. But we talked about what the adjustments were going to be. What did you see immediately to start the second half?
No, I asked Ben about that specifically. It was the biggest change was Ache for Ponce. Now, you and I talked about it. Ponce coming off injury. How historically the Dynamo like to progress a player 45, 60, then the full 90.
Right.
And Ben clarified that. He knew what I was asking. He clarified that Ponce was just fit purposes, right? But I wanted to know why Ache and not Lingard from the start, really. And he said, we wanted to keep the possession more. We wanted to keep our passes intact. And when Ache came on, it seemed like there was, he was pushing the play forward more.
Well, we talked about this in the earlier in the season prior to when Ache returned, what his role is going to be and what we think his role is going to be, and it's exactly what it was tonight. Coming down, being an offensive threat, and push your team. We don't want you on the field when we're winning the game. We don't need you there in that position. You are a CDM, but we need you for your position passing and your attacking. You're like a LeBron James. You're going to score. You're not going to play defense, man. So it's a great move, and I do agree with that move at halftime with Ache coming in. And look, we scored 3 goals.
I was not expecting that. It bamboozled me, but it worked out. And kudos to the manager for doing that, you know.
Hey, that's what he's here for.
That's what he gets paid.
He's here for, and he's a big player. Now, man, referee was another situation here in the second half as well, and VAR was but we asked everybody here today in the mix zone about where this resilience and this fight come from. You're used to playing opponents, but now you have to play the referees as well, and it's different. These guys feel different. They believe in each other. There's a bunch of different players here that were not here from the past, so it's a good resilience and camaraderie amongst the players to fight through that animosity as well, and to come back and win with a man down.
It's hard to speak on the ref as a player, as a coach, because you don't want to get fined. So you're tippy-toeing across that line.
Right.
We joked with Ben that we would start a GoFundMe and all the fans would contribute to it. So we got a good kick out of that.
We probably could. And we probably could. The John Freeman Fund.
Yeah.
But what did
so we submitted a question to the referees about the challenge in the 45th minute. I'm just going to read their
for the penalty kick call.
For the penalty kick call. VAR determined there was a clear holding offense and recommended an on-field review. The referee agreed and awarded a penalty kick after the review. So really, they're giving me I'm not going to give you a detailed answer. I'm just going to give you short, concrete answer. Nothing beneficial.
But for VAR to be used, it has to be a mistake, right? A deliberate mistake by the referee. And this is a play that it happens on every corner kick.
It does.
The holding, the grabbing, the pushing, the shoving happens on every one. And this time they use VAR to come into it. So there should be a penalty kick on every freaking corner in every soccer game on the planet Earth. So you got a BS answer, and that's just a political answer or whatever.
Yes, a political answer.
Right. They didn't tell us nothing.
And I asked also about, to me, on this side of the pitch, it looked like a penalty kick, or okay, forget a penalty kick, a foul. It looked like a foul.
Oh yeah.
And the response is juicy because it's like, okay, you acknowledge it's a foul, but VAR checked the incident, and the challenge occurred outside the penalty area. That's the only answer they gave me now.
So you can't go back and call a foul because of it unless it was a penalty.
Right. So one thing to note, disclaimer, please note, answers to pool reporter questions are provided by match officials, and the responses are not intended to serve as official statements.
Well, too bad. It is an official statement because it is an answer to the question.
I'm just doing them the solid, right?
Right. So, yeah, whatever that asterisk is. Yeah. We're taking it for real. So GoFundMe to get more new referees here. But
yeah,
I posted, did the NBA hire our referees?
But that's funny. But kudos to the Dynamo.
Yes.
For the resilience that you were speaking about, and that should be the story here.
Well, we'll see when you write that article.
Right, and it really comes down to the reinforcements, man. You know, if you're a Dynamo player, having Guilherme, having Bogusz gives you that confidence, that belief that we're never out of it. I mean, you just heard it from Bon. We were talking to Bon before we recorded this. He believes. His words were, they can change the game at any second. That's where the belief comes from, in my opinion. You know, what's different this year? You know, I'm trying to find out what's different. We asked Jack. You know, he gave us that answer. We got ballers now. You know,
actually asked it to 5 different players.
There you go,
and got answers from all of them. So
there you go.
Starting with Erik, among other players, Ennali too. So you're going to get to hear all those here once we're done in a little bit. So I don't know. What else we got to talk about here? It's a 3-2 dub. Going to Frisco next week. Rivalry game. So that one's going to be massive and going to be huge, man. But the 3-2 win, another friggin' red card. We do get Bullseye and Carlos back next week. We are gonna miss Markinich, but that's okay. He doesn't get much time. Lucas Halter is hurt. I don't know if we got a correct update from Ben in that one, but he is not going to be available next week. I think it's okay to say that just from him walking out.
The answer I got from the coach, Ben Olsen, was pulled groin. So he'll have a better update in 2 days. Now, that doesn't mean they're going to share that with us, but we'll ask him Friday.
Right.
You know?
Is it a 2-week injury, or is it going to be a month-long injury?
Right.
So that's the crap. Because and it felt like it's going to be a month long the way he was hurting and holding
his emotion in the face, his facial expression.
And went straight to the locker room.
Right.
So that's most likely going to be long-term. That sucks because Alter's so good.
It was.
Thank God Carlos is coming back. So
yes.
Reich got minutes tonight, which was huge, and did a great job in that back line too as well. So that's good. As you said, there's depth now, and we have options to use.
Yeah, I mean, you're looking behind us. This is the half of the pitch where the Dynamo attack in the second half.
Such a pretty pitch.
It's such a beautiful pitch. Reich was the last defender, and I kid you not, he was in front of that half circle.
Pushing.
The whole Dynamo squad.
All 6
were in the last third. All 10 of them.
Yeah.
And that's how I want to see the Dynamo play, you know?
It's not Benny ball no more.
Thank God.
Yeah, you have actual coaches and Ben is listening to his coaching staff.
And kudos to that, because sometimes pride can get in the way and you don't listen to your assistants. So kudos to that.
And you're a tenured coach, so hey, good job, Ben. You're doing a good job. Keep it up. These players are making a difference. If players don't fight, if they don't believe in their coach, and it's, you know, we give Ben crap, or a lot of people give Ben crap all the time, and we question some of his moves, and that's with every coach, and you're supposed to do that anyways. But it's looking good that the team is actually playing for him right now. Ben also received another yellow card today, so he keeps racking up those yellow cards. Got to calm down, Ben. You know, shit is shit.
I didn't ask him about that because it was justified. You know,
he's used to it anyway.
The kudos is that he did not get a red. That should be the flip side to that. You know?
Well, he didn't get the yellow on the first non-VAR. He did get the second one when they went to their VAR. It's like, annoying. All right. Whew. We are at Shell Energy Stadium.
Yes,
It is almost 11:30 p.m. Coming on it at night. I think it's time to give it a big call. Houston Dash with a victory tonight, 1-0 in San Diego. So I'm a happy guy. But we got a Dubs all around H-Town tonight.
Yeah, tune in to Dash Dispatch so you can know more about what happened in that season debut.
And a new something special we got coming out with a new Dash Dispatch on Monday. You'll get to hear it on Tuesday. Keep an eye out for secret news. But
just like the Dynamo were cooking in the offseason, Foxtrot Media was as well.
We're signing as well.
Some DPs.
Yeah, this might be a DP. That's what we're going to be. A DP signing coming in for Foxtrot Media. So, Herman, good to see you tonight.
Likewise, sir. Safe travels back home.
Any final words to the... Yes, I'm driving back to the Mikasa tonight. I'll be back about 2:30 in the morning. But any final words to the fans tonight?
Yeah, no, come out to Shell. Tonight was perfect weather. It was a great atmosphere out here in the stadium. You can... The Bogusz goal is the icing on the cake for fans that came out tonight. You know, those are the moments you want to be at Shell for.
Much needed in extra time as well.
Absolutely.
Down a man.
And I even Bogusz told us that post game. He's very serious. You know, like most Europeans, like straight. You know, which is expected. You know, it's pretty badass. Not gonna lie, but he's like, yes, it's ugly right now, but that's expected, and it's gonna get better. You know, so looking forward to that because I thought he messed up the finish. I thought he blew the chance, you know, when he scored. But ballers ball, dude.
Ballers ball.
Ballers ball.
He had a great game too.
I mean, that finish, dude, that was exquisite, dude. I think it hit the post, right?
I think it did.
Yeah,
or at least the back of the net in the corner.
Jesus, man, chef's kiss, you know.
Y'all just saw the highlights of it, so you tell us, right?
Yeah, you tell us. Yeah.
All right, y'all. Hey, Houston's going to Frisco next week. Some of y'all traveling, safe trip. I hope y'all get to enjoy it.
Don't get in fights.
No fights, no fights. Stay away from their fans.
Yes.
I will be here next weekend, and I want to see some of y'all here next week who are not making the trip to Dash Play at 3 o'clock. Home opener. Tickets are selling fast. The bottom side is almost sold out. So that means get your tickets. Come to the game. They're cheap. And you know what? Listen to the Dash Dispatch. I've got tickets to give away, 2 of them, maybe 3 for this first game. So we'll see. Listen, I want to see you here at the stadium. Unless you're in Dallas next week, if you're not, be here, please. Be here, please. You've got Dynamico coming out here, later here in this week for you Spanish listeners. Make sure y'all tune into that. Otherwise,
follow us on our social media handles
everywhere
for more updates
at dynamicfoxtrot.com, and you can find everything right there in one place.
Excellent.
Foxtrot TV on YouTube. And what do you call it? Dynamico. I love it. All right, y'all. I think that's it. We're going to give y'all the H's up and let y'all go to bed because it's time to go home. Peace.
Thanks, everybody. We got head coach Ben Olsen here. Ben, late winner there. Bit of a crazy game. Just your thoughts on that result tonight at home?
Well, it's a great 3 points. I mean, it really was a great night in the end, and I think the fans enjoyed coming out tonight. I think it was an entertaining game, a lot of goals, a lot of drama, and again, anytime we can send them home happy and I think excited about this team that we have and what we're building here is a positive. I'm extremely proud of the group, mostly because of, once again, for the second game in a row, we took a bad call, right? It's a bad call again. And the refs continue to, when these calls couldn't go either way, they continue to make the call, again, in the last 2 days, that changes the game. And I think that's something the league has to continue to think about and work on. And it's not an easy job, but to me, again, it was the wrong call. So, but our players, I thought the coaching staff did a very good job making some adjustments. I thought Hector came in the second half and did a very good job of calming that game down. The first half was back and forth. It played right into their hands. It's not what we wanted to look like in the first half. I thought we were a little bit undisciplined, but whether it just became a transition game, and it's not where you want to live against them. And the second half was instantly Hector changed the game, and the guys, I thought, followed him, and a great result.
Thanks for that. We'll start with Herman up front.
Hey, Ben, congrats on the win. Just want to talk about this resilience that this team has, or has shown us this early in the season versus Chicago tonight, not just going against the refs, but injuries and just turning the table on a game. Last year we sat in this room talking about we didn't make the plays, but this year your DPs have brought this swagger or just this mental toughness to the squad.
This is what we did for 5 months, is building this team. We've talked about this, at length in the last month with you guys. This is what we're trying to build here. We want guys that can win. They win now, have personality, have experience, have been through everything in this game that this crazy game offers, and they understand how to make plays. We're better in the box, and we're better in the final third. So that gives you a chance in this league. But we're using Augustine Resch in this game. He's the first one off the bench for center backs. Ibrahim just got here Wednesday. He's coming in for 10 minutes and giving us a big shift. I got Linger playing wing back and putting his head in harm's way to save a goal there with a minute and a half left. So everybody's doing their part, and that's what we're going to need. A win like this goes a long way.
Elaborate a little bit more on that halftime adjustment, because I think that set the tone to start the second half. Ponce coming back from injury, your thoughts on his first 45 minutes, and then just how Hector kind of changed the pace. The attack looked more crisp, more fast.
Yeah, Ezekiel came out at 45 for that was scripted.
Right.
That wasn't about his performance.
Right.
And then the question was going to be whether we go with Hector or linger, a little bit more of a like for like. But we needed to get a hold of the ball. The transition game was not is not where we wanted to live against them. But for some reason, again, a little bit of undiscipline. It was way too direct, and it just was the game was on their terms in the first half, and Hector is not going to allow that to happen. It's not who he is, and he's the right guy to settle the game down. But you know, there's a lot of guys out there that I thought had good performances in the second half. I thought Guilherme's second half was much better than his first half, and you know, we talk about him having full 90 minutes though of that type of focus and concentration, and we need him. He's a DP, and so we got to still look at the first half and understand that that's not how we want to play. It's not sustainable. So learned a little bit about ourselves again.
And the last one is, do you have an update on Lucas Halter?
Not good. Not good. Some groin pull, and we'll just see the severity here in the next day or two.
Thank you, sir. Go to the back.
Hi, Ben. Congratulations.
Thanks.
It was a hard-fought victory coming from behind despite the atrocious officiating. Can you talk a little bit about your officiating? What are your thoughts?
You going to get me fined? You got any money?
Just your thought about it, because after 90 minutes...
I'll split it with you. How about that? If I get fined.
Don't agree to that, sir.
You go fund me? Yeah. I don't know. I don't know what to say. I'm a little bit at a loss for words at this point. It's exhausting. It's exhausting to, again, the amount of work, you know, all these coaches do, and all through the week. Every coach in this league, and it's just, I just wish they wouldn't change the game as much. If they can get out of calling it, if they can not give the red and they can give a yellow, I just wish they'd do that more. There's too much gray. There's too many orange cards that are going to red. There's too many maybe PKs going to PKs. I just don't buy it. I just don't think we need to live there. And I know there's pressure from a lot of, you know, there's pressure above the referees sometimes to make these calls, and there's points of emphasis that they want to implement at the beginning of the year. I get that part. But usually it gets back. They put this in, and then by 2 months in, they know they kind of overreached, and then they come back to normal. It's just, that's not a PK to me. It's not. It happens all the time. You could call that every time in the box. You keep calling them every game. You could call 5 PKs if you want. There's going to be grabbing, there's going to be holding in the box on both sides. Felipe. You know, Felipe has the same one. They grab him, and then instead of calling the PK, he goes, be smart to their opponent. Like, he could call that one. You can call it all the time. So that's a little bit of my frustration. But, again, fortunately tonight our team had the resiliency and I think the composure and spirit and personality to be better than their coach and figure out a way to kind of calm down and win that game.
Just like you said, the second half, you saw your team, play better, Guilherme played better, and other players played better. Now, do you think that momentum that came with the second half, do you see it as a catalyst that will lead this team going forward this season?
It's a big win. It's a big win, but we have to be a soccer team. We have to play soccer. In the first half, we just didn't buy into or believe that we could connect passes and play the way we wanted to play. And that led, again, to a very open game, a transitional game that was, again, not how we're going to design this to win, especially at home. And I think second half, you saw the game change a little bit. It was more about connecting passes and swinging them side to side and not going so vertical. I think we ended up pushing them back. They had the lead as well, though, so they stepped off the gas and brought their line a little bit lower, so that helped us.
Good, David.
Coach, congratulations on the win. I hope you don't get fined, so you're able to eat your favorite food, sushi. I want to emphasize Felipe Andrade's performance. he comes back and he gets rewarded by a goal and helps out on the defense.
You know, Felipe hasn't been back that long. It's been a couple of weeks, and he went down to D2 the last 2 games and played those, as you know, and you were probably there. And we utilized that team in a great way. And he was able to get 45 and 60 minutes, and that really helped us. That bye week helped Felipe to get a little extra minutes, and I thought his rhythm was – I thought he played really well. The goal is something, you know, him shooting from outside the box. I was more like, oh, don't shoot this, Felipe. And then it goes in. So that's not usually – we're not asking him a lot from outside the box to score, but he's a winner. His competitive spirit is awesome. He's such a great defender. And I thought on the ball he was actually pretty good too. So he had a really good game. He came in clutch for us today.
Yep, there. And then we'll go across.
Once again, congratulations, Coach. My name is Miosha Money. I am with Veda Communications, Veda World News. My question is, Portland put up a strong fight tonight, especially the second half. What was the biggest challenge they presented for your team? What do you think it is?
Well, they've got some great athletes. They've got some, and their transition speed and just in general the way they hit you with space is pretty impressive. And again, we just played into it. We allowed the game to look that way, and it was just, again, too many transitions back and forth. It took a lot of our legs out of us, and I thought the second half we did a better job of it.
Go to the middle there.
Congratulations, Coach.
Thank you.
Good performance, near dominance performance, I must say. But I do believe it's a game you could have killed off in the first half. Are you concerned that the team was creating a lot of chances, but we're not converting those chances? It was a game that should have ended long before.
Yeah, we scored 3 goals, which is for us pretty good. But I do think we had again, we talk about the back and forth nature of the first half. There's still looks there. You know, we still had really good looks and opportunities to score some of those with a better final product, a better final ball, or we had a couple good looks on target. So I don't know. Again, I just didn't think it was. I just didn't think we played the first half in the way we designed this to look like, and I thought the second half was much better. So yeah, but killing off chances. Yeah, we should score when we get our chances.
Definitely, it's a good response to the last game. Going to the next game, what would you consider the things you need to keep working on? The season is still fresh. You're probably still trying out a couple of things. What are the things you're looking out to improve upon going to the next couple of games?
Yeah, I think we can just be more disciplined. I thought we were undisciplined in the first half. So when we designed something to press collectively or drop collectively, we were on different pages in the first half. So whatever we do, whatever the game plan is, we have to do it together and more collective than we did at times if we're going to continue to have some success. And it gets. We get to go on a road, which we're actually very excited about. We've been in Houston forever. We actually need a road trip, and so we're looking forward to getting down to Dallas. They're in good form. They're actually a good team, and that's always a fun matchup. In state, and we'll have to be at our best, and we'll have to be much more disciplined than that first half.
Front here.
Hi, Coach. Congratulations again on the win. Can you talk to us a little bit about the resilience of both your Brazilian players, Felipe Andrade and Guilherme, when they scored the goal?
Guilherme is, you can see what a talent he is, right? I mean, he's electric, he's exciting. When he gets the ball, it's a lot of fun to watch him navigate the game. And we just got to figure out, where he needs to be and kind of what role he is with this team. And but he's special, and we're gonna, in a lot of ways, we're gonna go as he goes. And again, I talked about his first half versus second half. Second half was a lot better. And, some of that's inside soccer, some of that's, some of the defensive shape and how he went about the game. And Felipe, I talked about Felipe already. He's a battler. He's a great defender. And it's nice to have him back. He's also got real speed. And our back line could use that at times. And he puts out fires. But I thought he had actually a really good game.
Anything else? More up front.
Hey Ben, great event today. I just want to ask about Jaji Samaseko's performance, making his first start. What was thoughts on him?
Who?
Samaseko?
Yeah, I'm glad you mentioned Jaji. I thought he was great. I thought he had a great game. And, yeah, that's his first start for us at the club. And he last year took him a little bit to get up to speed, and he wasn't playing much. And he really is a guy that needed a preseason. And each game he got better and got more fit. So this wasn't an easy task today, but I thought he broke up a lot of plays. He connected a lot of passes, put out fires, and especially in the first half, I thought he's an example of doing too much because of the way we played in the first half, and it's exhausting. He's up, he's over, he's down. It's a lot for a holding midfielder to do all that work. It's probably why he had to come out cramping it, whenever he did. So, but a big step for him with this club.
All right, everybody, got Mateusz Bogusz here. Mateusz, just to kick it off, just your thoughts on that result, that goal. How did it feel to score that here at Shell Energy?
No, very happy. We have first half we have a little bit trouble, but we figured it out. So second half was much better. Unfortunately, we play one player down, but that means the team was still motivated to win this game, and I'm very happy with the result, with my first goal for the club and for the 3 points stay at home.
Absolutely. All right, we'll start with Herma.
Bogusz.
Hello.
Good evening. Welcome to Houston. What does it feel to score that game winner? What it means, a man down, and more importantly for you personally, take that pressure of scoring the first one and getting it out the way.
No, I'm very happy. I was close to score last 2 games, but there was a pause and a couple of situations I didn't use. But finally, I scored last minute. I can imagine better situation. To give the team 3 points in the last minutes with 1 player less. So that's something nice. I'm very happy, and hopefully I will keep going like that.
And this year's a lot of new faces on this team. Last week, y'all didn't have a game, but good time to get to know each other on the pitch. How's the team gelling together, in your opinion? How's it coming? The camaraderie in the team, how is it?
We have a lot of nationality, but I don't think it's a problem. Everyone has different idea how to play football, and I think we can learn from each other. So I really like it, because we have players from Brazil, from Europe, from different parts of the world, and I think we have very, very good group. We just need a little bit more time because, how you say, there is a lot of faces. But I'm feeling that every week we are getting closer. We know each other more. So I'm believing this gonna be good season. We just need the time. It's normal. If you have a lot of new players, you just need the time. But I think we're in a good way.
And how do you like playing on this scheme? It looks a little bit sometimes on the left and sometimes in the middle. How do you like this scheme, and where do you feel you're best on the pitch, what area of the pitch?
Yeah, I can play on the right, on the left. For me, it really doesn't matter. I can find the space in the field. I was playing in this position in Ennali FC 1 year ago, so I feel pretty comfortable. But during the game we change with Guilherme a lot of times, so I think we have good communication, and it's not a problem if I'm gonna play on the left or on the right, because we have freedom, to change the position. So I would like these 2 positions: left winger, left 10, and right winger.
Thank you. Congrats.
Hi. So congratulations on the win again. You talked about being a man down. How do you guys stay resilient, even though being a man down and just being able to close out the game with a victory for the Dynamo?
When it was 2-2 and we were 11 versus 11, the Portland was very low, so it was difficult, to find the space. And once we lose 1 player, we just say let's go, They're gonna open, they're gonna have a ball, so now we can have a counter attack, and that's happened, 1 ball behind, good finish, and we win. So we have to learn from that because it's never good to lose a player in the last minute, especially if it's 2-2 or we're winning or we're losing. Doesn't matter, We have to be careful with that. But I don't see even the situation. It was red card or no. Where with Nick, I know he's very good guy for sure. He doesn't want to injure the goalkeeper. This happened, this is soccer. But I'm very proud of the team. Then we get these 3 points, because at home we have to win everything.
And finally, is there anything you said to Guilherme or Felipe in the locker room that you guys were the only ones that scored goals? Anything you said to them after the game?
No, I'm just congrats them. Doesn't matter who scored the goals, but it's all going for our account. So doesn't matter who scored, but they have as well a very good game. Guilherme is already third goal, so I'm very happy for him. Hopefully he will keep going. He will have more goals. Me too, and whatever, just let's win the games, and that's the most important,
All right, next we go to David.
Bogusz, welcome. Congrats on the win. Congrats on the goal. The team, it faced adversity, right? The referee gets in it. You guys are down. How do you guys maintain that discipline and tell each other, we got this?
Yeah, how I said before, at home, doesn't matter if you are two men downs or one, or we have to win everything. It's our home. We have to defend this stadium, play for these fans. So we just keep saying that we're gonna win this game, and we believe that, and we have one chance and we win. So I think this is a collective work, to be together, to motivate each other, and that's work.
And with the fans, how have they treated you so far?
No, I'm very happy here. I'm very, very happy in the city. I like the city. I like the stadium. I like the fans. Just can't wait for more. I want to play every week. I was missing that feeling, so I'm very happy.
Danny, do you have one? Yep.
Yes. Mateusz is Danny. Play-by-play in Spanish. Germán.
Yeah. Germán will translate.
Yes. Hemos visto desde la pre-season los friendly games, su entrega, su punto de honor, lo han traído aquí para hacer goles. ¿Qué significa este momento para Mateusz Bogusz?
Yeah, I understand. No, this means for me a lot. I came here to play good football, to enjoy the life, and I'm enjoying the life when I play good soccer. So this type of moments I will remember, and then just keep me motivating for more. When I looks good on the field, my life as well is easier, So that's me. That's my character, and I will just keep going and hopefully enjoying this season.
Any other questions? Yeah, at the back. Oh.
Congratulations on the win, Bogusz. What's the difference of playing in this league than the Liga Mexicana?
Yeah, it's still like how I said before. The two leagues are completely different, but. Like here, you have a lot of Conrata, you have a lot of open space, but you have as well very good player in the offensive. I think Liga MX is a little bit tough. There is more fight. It's a little bit different game. I don't want to compare, because every game looks different. You can see the Mexican team coming here and they have problem. Then MLS team going to Mexico, they have problem there. So it's hard to say. It's just different.
Anything else? One more.
Last one. The celebration.
Yeah.
You want to dedicate that goal to?
Yeah, to my wife. We're gonna have a daughter in July, so that was good to score, so I could do this celebration.
Congratulations on the win tonight. Just talk to us about it. One you definitely had to hustle for.
Oh my God, yeah. I don't know if we didn't play the best first half. It was a little bit too much transition football, as we talked in the halftime, and we didn't keep the ball as much as we wanted to. But second half, we could see, like Juan said, get 400 passes and we'll be a much better team. And we could see that we're climbing in the second half, and that also kind of gave us a confidence that we could come back in this game. But of course, a red card and going back 2-2 after just coming back, it's a tough game, and it had everything up and down, and emotions were high. But we kept our cool, and having the new guys on the team that just kind of came in and lifted the spirit, and it's the second time now we come back in games against Chicago, and now this game again, and I think it's very, very wholesome to be a part of. It's everyone works their butts off, and in the end it paid off with Jack's amazing vision and Maddie's great run too, and it was a cool moment.
talk to us about that LAFC game. You guys get it in, an unexpected bye week. Just how do you guys recover? How did you guys recover from that game? Leading on to this one.
No, it's always a little bit weird watching all the other games, and we're the only team that didn't play. And then a little bit pressure in the sense of we're coming home and we gotta win this game. We gotta win our games at home, and we know how important it is going back in time. Those seasons where we had a fort at home. If we can build that, it's going to be a tough place to come, and the heat will arrive soon, and hopefully that can be something that we can take the advantage into our game as well.
And then lastly for me, what do you think is this trend in this team? Just you guys have won 2 games out of 3.
No, I think everyone is contributing. I also want to give a big shout out to our substitute that comes in. They did an amazing job. I think Linji came in and fought amazing for it. That clearance that he flies around and presses him is amazing. Bondi had some amazing saves. And just in general, and Aliyu comes back and drives us out of pressure. Those moments just gets our relief. And Guillermo scores again. So yeah, it was a great team effort, and I'm tired now.
Thank you, Erik.
Hey, this team's under a lot of pressure, and y'all have had the turmoil with the referees and just everything going on. New defensive, Dwayne Holmes. Talk about the resilience this team has had and how y'all able to get back to the fight.
No, I think we have some fire in our eyes. We look at each other and we go out to the second half, and we're not doubting that we have the qualities to come back to a game. We can change games, and it gives us confidence that we know that even though we're behind, we can come back in games, and we've showed that twice, and that lifts us up and know that we are a very difficult team to beat. But of course I would like us to keep a clean sheet, and I would like us to concede less goals. 2 goals is too much, but it was not a penalty, and we can look at all those things, but the grit and the resilience to come back. And I can't remember the minute we scored, but it was late in the game, and I just fell to the ground on my knees and just thank you, God.
Well worth it. Good fight.
Thank you so much. You okay?
Thank you, Erik.
I have a question. What was the tactic change in the first half leading in 1-0?
Say again?
What was the
tactical change?
Tactical change on the first half.
I think we just needed to keep the ball more. We didn't keep the ball. We only had 170 passes, and at home we need the ball much more. And I think we came back and we had the ball. Hector came in and did really, really well, and he's a tempo player. He sets the tempo, he drags the tempo out, and I think it was a good decision to get him on the field. And again, substitutes came in and lifted the starters up, and that's the game model. Sometimes it's not the starters who will finish the games; it's also the substitutes. So a wholesome game.
Last question. It didn't matter the red card. What was the team spirit to win that game?
No, we huddled up and looked at each other and said, listen, we're going to probably play 10, 12 minutes extra time now, and we can win. And everyone looked at each other and said the same, and we were no doubts about let's hang out and defend this. We wanted to go, and of course we had a little bit of luck. There was some amazing save from Bondi, and we cleared it on the line, and we need those things when you want to have 3 points.
Congratulations on the win. Welcome back to Houston. Just talk to us overall about tonight.
Thank you. I'm so happy to be back, and was a great game, and to get a 3 point at home, it's very important.
I know you go to Columbus, come back. Just talk to us about what you learned, your experience there. Completely different conference.
Yeah, it was a good experience, and I'm back here to play as a wing back, and I play a few games there as a wing back, and I think it's a good experience for me.
How did this move come around about? Did Houston come to you? Did you reach back out to Houston?
Yeah, they come back to me, and I'm happy to be back here. So.
Thank you, Aliyu.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Aliyu, talk about the defense. That you coming in late as now part of the defense. Talk about your transition to playing that position, and then how much Ben enjoys you playing a part of that team.
I feel good, and I play wing back, many games, and I think I'm okay with the position. Yeah.
Feel comfortable. Thank you, Aliyu.
Dressing room that you're familiar with.
Yeah, it's happy to be back, and there is a lot of new faces in the dressing room, and they are all amazing. So I'm happy to be back.
New teammates, you feel at home?
Yeah. They are all great guys, and I'm happy to be part of this team.
3-2 comeback win. I mean, how does that feel?
Amazing. 3 points at home, it's a very important, and it's good to have a 3 points at home.
Welcome back, Mr. Brown.
Thank you so much.
It was a great game. I think it was perfect to watch for the fans, and it was just deserved. I feel like the referees don't really like us right now, but it's just mentality that we have right now, and it shows that we made a big step from last season. We had a couple of setbacks last season, but right now we have the right mentality in the team to switch these games.
Two wins out of the 3 games you guys have played. Just what does that say about you guys?
It says a lot. We're a good team. LAFC was just unfortunate until the halftime. It looked very good. Obviously, they're a very good team, LAFC. But yeah, we're all just happy, and we have to keep the momentum.
How have you continued to work hard? Maybe you want to be up in the wing, but just jumping back, attacking, just overall.
Yeah, it's a completely different position. It's a lot more defensive running. Makes me a little bit tired whenever I get the ball in offensive half, but I feel like I'm doing pretty good. A couple of good saves sometimes, good speed, and at the beginning I was like, what is that? What am I doing here? But I feel like I'm adapting pretty good and pretty fast. So we'll see.
You've got a tough opponent in Dallas for next week. They've just come back and won, tied at 3-3. You guys are on a good moment. Just how do you guys prepare for that big game, especially here in Texas?
It's nothing different. Of course, we know it's a derby, but we will keep our focus, look on ourselves, and then go to Dallas and get another 3 points.
Thank you, Ennali. Thank you.
Hey, Lawrence, something we're not used to from last season is the resilience and the fight in this team. Can you talk about that? What's different?
I just said it. We made a big step, just mentality-wise. Whenever we get a setback or it doesn't go our way, or how we would like the referees to call something, we just made a big step mentality-wise, and the coaching is great, everybody's great, and we just have to keep it up and don't get into old habits.
Thank you, Lawrence. Good luck next week in the rivalry.
Thank you.
I think first half doesn't go the way we want to. Maybe a tough decision and a half, especially, and kind of talked to each other at halftime and just got each other going. I think came out the second half on top and deserved the win.
2 wins out of the 3 games you guys have played. Just what does that say about you guys?
Yeah, I think it shows the quality we have. I think to come back in both those wins, I think last year that wouldn't really happen a lot, and shows the fight, the character, and the leadership we have here.
I know this gets mentioned a lot, but World Cup year, you're a young player, you've been on the radar. Just how do you continue to work for that?
Yeah, just doing what I've been doing every game. I think consistency for me is the biggest thing. Obviously 2 assists now. I think that'll help me, and just performing like I have been doing, and hope I'll be there.
How do you guys have a derby week next week? Just are you ready for that one?
For sure, yeah, and I think we'll have some momentum going into it. Obviously, I think having that win now behind us is going to feel great, and we're feeling good going into it.
Sure. Thank you, sir.
Hey, Jack, you were here last year. What is the difference that has attributed to this resilience that this team has shown early this season?
Yeah, I think just we have a lot of experience with our team now. I think some of the guys we brought in, like Guilherme, Buzat, all these guys have played so many games in the biggest games and competitions. So I think experience that when we go behind, we can fight back and come back and win. I think last year we were really young, and obviously we've added a lot more talent this year, so it's been good.
And with that,
You're officiating. I want to hear your perspective. Looking at like a double standard, on the other end, the referee looked at the pitch side monitor. When it happened for Dynamo, even inside it, he didn't even consult even though he was spoken on the two-way system. What do you think about?
Yeah, I don't know what I can say about that. I think it's a questionable decision for them. So that's 2 weeks in a row now. So it's tough that happened to us, but really good from us to bounce back, especially a man down and get a win.
Samaseko started his first game for this team. I mean, let me hear what you got to say about his performance today and him as a player.
Yeah, I think we had a pretty good partnership today. I think he's been working so hard ever since he got here in training, and he's been performing. So he deserved the start for sure, and I think he did really well with it. So I'm happy for him.
I appreciate that, Jack.
Yes, sir.
Hey,
Thank you.
Jack, I got a couple more. How do you like this deeper role, deeper midfield role that you're in, as opposed to being closer to the box?
Yeah, I don't mind it. I think I'm getting on the ball a lot more, and I think playing through the lines is one of my biggest strengths. So I'm able to find Mateusz or Guilherme in the pocket and able to play him behind like I did today. And yeah, I think it's working for us. I think I'm able to progress us a lot more, and that helped. I think last year when I'm higher, sometimes I'm waiting to get on the ball and depending on others, but this year I can kind of just go get it and make things happen. So it's been good.
And my last one, my colleague and I were talking during a set piece. Why isn't Jack taking it? And it looked like a practice set piece for you, almost score, hit the crossbar, but practiced it, and then less set pieces taken by you this year on the corners?
Yeah, I think it became a bit predictable that I was going to take all of it last year. So now that we have Guilherme, who also has a really good delivery, I think we're really dangerous and have had great chances on set pieces. So I think we're probably the most dangerous team in the league on set pieces, and we got to keep it going.
Thank you, boss.
Yes, sir.
Hey, Jack, you probably know Shea Gilgeous-Alexander for his fashion. Now you're taking
thank
for the
you, man.
MLS, for the fashion. How much look good, feel good, play good?
For sure. No, I agree. I think, took the off season, I was like, let me step it up a little bit. So I've been doing it this year, and I appreciate you noticing.
Sir, thanks.
Oh, man. Thank you, guys. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Let me ask you one last one, Jack. It's rodeo night here tonight, especially in the city of Houston, the Houston Rodeo. Have you been? And how do you like Houston, man? You've been here a while now. Have you acclimated to the city and the culture here?
For sure. No, I went last year to the rodeo. I think you all saw that video. That was on my first week here, so I didn't really know what was going on. But I haven't been this year. I think I might go soon. So we'll see how that goes. But yeah, Houston's been great. Kind of settled in now fully, so I'm really enjoying it here.
Bon, congratulations on the win. Just talk to us about tonight.
Yeah, crazy game. Penalties, red cards, late goal. But really happy with the 3 points. Obviously down to 10 men again, second game in a row, and we showed a lot of character to grind and get the win.
You get, like you said, the penalty, you get the block on it, unfortunately with the rebound. But just, what does that say about you being in those moments?
Yeah, obviously big moments. I had a feeling he was going to go that way. We discussed it as the goalkeeping department before the game. And yeah, it's just a shame that obviously their player gets on the ball first, and it was a good finish, to be honest. But yeah, it's just before half time was a big moment, and I'm glad we turned it around in the second half.
Hasn't been that long into the season, but you've got in a mixed back line. Just how have you continued to work hard with all the players available, week in and week out?
Yeah, obviously red cards, injuries and stuff. We're being tested back there, and like Lindsay did a great job at right wing back, for example, and at the end made a great block. So yeah, whoever plays obviously has to. I mean, Big Resh came on and is doing really well for. I don't know if it's his debut season, but he's I know very young, and he's doing really well for us. So yeah, it's whoever comes in is doing the job right now, and we're happy to have got 2 wins out of 3 so far.
What's that post-game conversation like in the locker room?
Yeah, that we have things to improve, but the character's there, and that's kind of the most important thing. Maybe last season we don't come back and win that game. We have individual talent as well. Guilherme and Mateusz can win us games, not to mention all the others as well. But obviously those guys have come in this season and are scoring goals already. It's a good sign.
It's always tough playing an opponent, but now you're playing against a referee as well. Talk about the resilience and the fight this team had to come back and get this win tonight.
Yeah, it was frustrating because they weren't even claiming for a penalty. So, when the other team aren't even looking for it, it's probably not a penalty. And they've come in with this thing about holding in the penalty area and stuff for this season. And, it's one of those things early in the season, they're looking to clamp down on basically any small thing. But I feel like that goes the wrong way a little bit too much, It's probably fresh on their minds that any kind of small hold or tug is suddenly a penalty, which I didn't think it was. I thought it was harsh, and yeah, obviously just for ourselves to come back and show the character to win the game it's very encouraging.
Thanks, sir.
And for you personally, you've had a tremendous start to this season. Is there anything special you did this off season to prepare to start this year, or just talk on your performances early this year?
No, yeah, I think that was a difficult season last season, and I try and maintain kind of what I do throughout and keep it level, like the way I train and the way I approach games and stuff to be relatively the same, and don't get too high or too low. But yeah, we have a strong goalkeeping group, and we all train really hard. We train really well, so I'm just happy that I can help in that way at the back, and I appreciate the nice comments, and I've just got to keep it going now because we're only 3 games in.
And how tough is it tonight to not have Antonio Carlos? You know, kind of the center back closest to you. How does that dynamic change when he's out of the lineup?
Yeah, you're talking about a really dominant player. You know, personality-wise, playing style-wise, he dominates the area, and aerially is a threat. Set pieces and defending set pieces as well. So. Yeah, I'm just obviously when we're replacing him with Lucas, then it shows that we have strength in that. Lucas was playing before, obviously, but Lucas is now in the middle. It shows that we have that strength. You know, Felipe's come back from his injury. He's done really well. Scored a goal again. He seems to be a threat for us, even from centre back. So, obviously he was a miss today, but he'll be back for the next game, I believe. So we'll be happy to have him back.
And my last one is, what was the message at half from Ben? You know, because it seemed coming out the locker room, it was crisp, it was direct, it was intent to go look for the equalizer.
Yeah, it was. I think there were some things we needed to sort out. We discussed it at half time, and obviously bringing Hector on gave us a little bit more control, a few more passes, and we got them to sit back a little bit more, and we just had more possession, and we were able to sustain the game basically in their half. And our pressing was really good, and we recovered the ball, and obviously we're 1-0 down, so they want to defend and stuff. But once we equalised, I really felt like we were going to win the game.
And you guys, when you guys attack, you pushed the line very deep into the opponent's half. There was a lot of instances tonight where you came out just in time at the border of the box to stop an attack. You know, it's kind of risky to play that way, but you know, how do you balance that, I guess? I just try and be proactive behind them and try and read situations early, and I feel like they know they have that confidence. I'm going to be behind them. You know, if a ball does go past them or over their head or whatever. So that's something we work on, and I know they have that confidence in me. So just got to keep it going now. Thank you, Mr. Bogusz.
Thanks,
guys.
Cheers, guys. Thank you.